Shadow MC associate, Josh Topson, saw his tag team partner Alan King in the opener. And man, Josh Topson, big, powerful, menacing, and all-out mean. But then you have to wonder if that's gonna be enough to carry him through against someone like Dan Van Vertigo, who's pretty much an unknown here in BYU. Nobody's sure what that guy brings to the table. But like I said, I've been hearing good things about it. So here we go. This TV title tournament matchup is about to get underway. Referee calls for the bell. Let's do it. Of course, we heard Dan Van Vertigo talking to his cousin Steve Farrell on his cell phone earlier. And Steve Farrell wishing him luck. And he's hoping he goes all the way. And look at him, he might just. But yeah, of course, mentioning Josh Topson and Shadow MC, we just heard that interview from BYU headquarters. And Shadow MC, he's really become a changed guy. I just listened to him and he's truly pissed about what happened last week. And I mean, he's promising he will make Juvy pay for his actions. And he asked him that was he ready to go all the way to hell, because MC was. And MC, he says the jokes are over and he's no longer a new instant classic. For now, anyway. Hey, for this moment, he's an avenging angel. And man, as Josh Topson sends Dan Van Vertigo outside. I mean, I'd say Juvy should take that seriously, but then again, we all know how he loves to just shrug off shit like he thinks he's at the top of the world. Little lying, putrid-ass scam artist. It's like I said earlier, Dan Van Vertigo, his cousin Steve Farrell, has a non-title match against Juvy. And Steve Farrell, I hope you're paying attention. I hope you do us all a favor. And I just hope you kick the crap out of Juvy here tonight. I mean, just do us all a favor. But just make sure there's enough so Shadow MC can destroy Juvy at Reformation. And Dan Van Vertigo right here. Wrenching the arm of Josh Topson and dropping the leg. Dan Van Vertigo, a very solid technical style wrestler, it appears. Oh, what's this? Whoa, that was nice.
Rope break.
I mean, he just lifted him up and slammed him down with that arm twist and had him in a wrist lock. But man. And, now Josh Topson just sent Dan Van Vertigo back outside. And seriously, can we keep this in the ring? Oh, pile driver on the outside. I was talking earlier how Alan King has much better singles experience than Josh Topson. But that's not really a knock to Josh Topson. It's just he hasn't really had enough seasoning to excel in singles matches. I always felt... Oh, wait a minute. Donkey Konga round 2. This time administered by Josh Topson. Oh, but Dan Van Vertigo just stopped it. Yeah, I've always felt that Josh Topson was more comfortable in tag teams. And him and Alan King, like I said earlier, are just natural partners. Oh. You notice how Dan Van Vertigo is focusing his attack squarely on the arm. He thinks he has a bag, he has something in his bag of tricks that pretty much exemplifies that. Twisting takedown right there into another leg drop, and he's really been focused on that arm area, but I think Josh's attack might have caught up to him a little bit. But here he comes. Clothesline from the turnbuckle, or rather into it. Atomic drop there by Dan Van Vertigo. Into a shin breaker. A modified atomic drop. Wait a minute, Dan Van Vertigo. What's going on here? It's a pile driver. A big pile driver. And now, Dan Van Vertigo. Whoa! Didn't even get a 1 count out of that. Josh Topson just threw him off him like a bag of watermelons, man. And Josh is bringing him back up. Superplex. Josh Topson now with a camel clutch here. Oh. Atomic drop there by Vertigo. Or is it Van Vertigo? I'm not really sure. But Dan Van Vertigo, irregardless, is in control. Vertigo. This is bringing him out. And again, he's really wearing down that arm area. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Josh Topson had a minor injury. Whoa! Where did that come from? He just hit a scrap buster out of nowhere, and there's 2! He got him! So Dan Van Vertigo beating Josh Topson with what appeared to be a scrap buster. He gets the 3 count, moves on to round 2 of the TV title tournament, and Dan Van Vertigo, I'm begging you, man, please, kick the Pornmaster's ass! Big victory for this newcomer here on Aftershock. Don't go away. Alright. Number 1 contendership on the line for the BYU tag team titles. And here comes a pair of former champions, the Wannamakers, John and Mike. Man, they're like the only brother tag team I can tell apart. John is in the red, Mike is in the blue. Man, the tag team division has been getting quite a shake-up lately here in BYU. And especially on Aftershock with some debuting tag teams. But let's not forget some of the ones who have been there for a while, I guess. And here comes one of the recent debuters. We saw these 2 guys last week. It's Richard and Tom, the Mazzga brothers. And unlike the Wannamakers, I cannot tell them apart. So yeah, whoever wins this matchup becomes number 1 contenders. They get the next shot at Reformation against the Lulls, Josh Wall and Chris Marsh. And man, the Mazzgas victorious last week over Nick and Matt. Oh, God! Those 2 fat fruit cup. Ugh! These guys make me sick. there.